Well, a shocking scene here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. One that's much bigger than the game of football that's on the field. Players from both the Lions and the Falcons circle around an ambulance as first responders tend to one of Detroit's defensive backs. 24-year-old Morice Norris Jr. is now at a trauma center nearby after suffering a serious injury while trying to make a tackle. His teammates and Falcons players took a knee as they prayed for the best. Game was suspended with more than 6 minutes to play. And we want to welcome you, Fox News at 10. After the game, we do know that Jennifer Hammond is down there in Atlanta.
Right now, she was down there on the field along with the rest of our Fox 2 sports team, and really giving us an idea after being in the press room with the coach there, Coach Campbell, about what's going on, where things stand with this player who is really just quite a new star to the team, right, Jen?
Yeah, you know, it's really kind of it's a surreal experience, I guess is the best way to put it, Taryn. When you see a player go down like that in a game, it quickly shifts your focus and what's important in life all of a sudden. It's not about football anymore. Morice Norris was executing a tackle on the very first defensive series for the Lions in the fourth quarter, and his head went into the knee of Nathan Carter, and he sustained a significant injury, went down on the field. And typically you can tell by the way that emergency personnel respond in a case like this to the degree of the injury, whether or not maybe it's a knee, and they're all serious, don't get me wrong, but some are life-threatening and quite serious. As soon as you saw the emergency staff calling for the ambulance and racing for the backboards, you knew that there was something to be concerned about. And the way that the players all took a knee around the area, then the actual emergency personnel kind of shooed the players away, and so they could get him onto the backboard, onto the gurney. This all took about 15 minutes at least, and they finally got him into the ambulance. Right after that, it was Dan Campbell who gathered his team, and he spoke to all of the players, and he said, listen, we're not going to keep on, we're not going to go. We're going to go out there, and they're going to take a knee, and we're going to take knees until this thing is over. And Raheem Morris is on track with it as well, who is the coach of the Falcons. Dan Campbell called him a class act, and they just basically said, we're going to just run this thing out, and they finally suspended play at the 6:19 mark. I do want you to listen to some comments from Dan Campbell, who came into the press room probably about 30 minutes after the game ended and spoke with reporters about the status of Norris. Take a listen.
We got some positive information on him, that he's at the hospital, and I'll have to just leave it at that. But obviously, you know, something like that happens, it puts things in perspective. So we're just praying for Mo. I asked that everybody prays for him, you know, just breathing, you know, he's breathing, he's talking. It's good. He's got some movement. So, and now they're running more tests. You know, man, it's a violent game, and we love it. And, you know, but when something like this happens, the silver lining is, man, the brotherhood. I mean, to see all those guys, you know, from that team, our team, kind of come together, and everybody's thinking about another player, just means a lot.
And truly, it is a brotherhood that doesn't matter which uniform you are wearing, and we saw that tonight. Norris is in a local hospital. His mom was there with him. Some of his teammates may, in fact, stay behind. The team is scheduled to fly back tonight to Detroit after this game, and some of his teammates, Dan Campbell was saying, may want to stay and go see him at the hospital. So we will keep you updated on this story as we get more information. But for now, live in Atlanta, Jennifer Hammond, Fox 2 Sports. I'm going to send it back to you.
All right. Thanks, Jen. We know this is a very rare occurrence, and we'll check back in with you later in sports for an update.